Hello there, General Kenobi. Welcome to another one of my demonstrations. This video is more of a tutorial than a demonstration. So join me in one easy to follow tutorial to help you learn some dope AWS stuff. There are some questions that may be impossible to answer, such as if you were born deaf, what language would you think in? Or the meaning of
ਬਿੱਲੋ ਬੱਗੇ ਬਿੱਲਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਕੀ ਕਰੇਂਗੀ ਬੱਗੇ ਬੱਗੇ ਬਿੱਲਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਕੀ ਕਰੇਂਗੀ
or that whether India really has a chance to win the World Cup or was Asia Cup just a fluke and we are just setting ourselves up for disappointment again? But some questions are relatively easier to answer, such as what is CloudFormation and why is it used for? Which I'm very sure you already know because you're very smart and not lazy at all. Since you have made it this far in this video, congratulations, I can show you the CloudFormation tutorial that you came for. So let's get started. First, we will sign into our AWS console as an IAM user with our account ID. Make sure you use your IAM user rather than your root account for security reasons. In the console, let us navigate to CloudFormation. And let's create a stack. You will see three options for your use. First, template is ready. Here you can upload a JSON or YAML file that you have prepared for your stack. Second, use a sample template. Here you can choose a pre-existing template and launch your stack based on that template offered by AWS. Third, create template in Designer. As the name suggests, you can make your own template using AWS's Designer tool. For our tutorial purposes, we will use a sample template. I am going to select the lamp stack template and make some changes to it. Go ahead and click on View in Designer and wait for the designer to load up. Click on the Fit to Window button to view your architecture. Then we can increase the size of our editor to view what JSON or YAML data it holds. Since this is a LAMP stack, it has DB properties. It also has key pair details. It has mappings for instance type and AWS regions. You can see it has a resources mapping which shows what packages need to be installed and what files are to be put on the instance. Us being professional AWS architects at this point are going to sneakily edit the file. We will replace the default instance type to T2 micro. Now we can save this as a local file. We shall name it template 0 and download it and then close the window. In most IRL scenarios, you will not need to choose a sample template. You can simply upload an existing JSON or YAML file. We will create a stack and upload the file that we have sneakily made using a sample template and our pro AWS architect skills. Once uploaded, hit next. Enter your stack name in configure stack options. Let's name ours Ananya because that is my newborn niece's name. Let the DB name remain my database. Enter DB password as admin and DB root password as admin also. Let us name our DB user as admin. Since I have a key pair called Paragvi, I will use that for the key name. You can see that the instance type is T2 micro according to our master plan. Let the SSH location be as is and hit next. Once you hit submit, the stack falls in a create in progress state. You can check the status in the events tab. This also shows create in progress. The resources tab shows the security group has been created, but the web server instances, as you may have guessed, create in progress. The output tab, which is important for us, shows no information, while you can view the stack info tab for stack ID and stack progress details too. Let me speed up the create in progress wait time. As you can see, the output tab finally gives us a URL. Clicking on it will take us to a new page that has our PHP page and shows the database details on it. The additional .ini files passed shows MySQL has been installed too. So congratulations.
तो उससे मेरा क्या फायदा, मुझे क्या मिल रहा है, मुझे क्या दे रहा है कोई?
बता रहा हूँ पुनीत भाई, रुक जाओ जरा. You remember the file we sneakily edited and saved? Template 0? You can use this file 100 times to create the exact same website and setup. No changes at all will show up on the website if you're using the same template. This is the power of CloudFormation. You need not set up 5 different resources for the same setup every single time. CloudFormation does it for you. As you can see, the instance created by the stack can be viewed in EC2 instances. Deleting a stack or the collection of resources is simpler too. You just click on delete at the top right corner, hit the confirmation delete stack on the message that pops up, and wait for the deletion to complete. Let me speed up the deletion process for you. As you can see, deleting the stack terminates the EC2 instance as well. This marks the end of the YouTube video. If you somehow managed to stay until the very end, thank you so much. Please consider liking the video and subscribing to my YouTube channel. Before bidding adieu, here's something to make you smile. Have a good week and goodbye.